I still don't see anything on here. Oh, I see it over here now. Okay. Sorry, we told everyone we'd give them a few minutes. So let's just give them 1 minute and then we'll get started. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna get started. Just please advance to the next slide. So I'm Chris Kerman, I'm hosting, and we've got Jenna Merchant in the back and Chandana as well, helping out in the back. Next slide, please. So we got some prizes, a little bit of EOCP swag for first place and runner up. Next slide. So we want to see if we can get, is the chat available? Do we know? Or are we going to use the Q&A for people online to communicate in? Do we know, is the chat function working or are we going Q&A? Okay. Okay. Perfect. So let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, so we just want to see, make sure we got stuff coming in. So if you could answer this question through the chat and we'll confirm we've got chat coming in. Sorry, is the chat's going to be through the EOCP app. This is more for the people online. So if they're at home or at work online, you're going to obviously, you can't answer in person. So you're going to use the chat function. Okay, and that looks like it's working. We've got those messages coming in. So yeah, everyone in the room, you buzz, right? We'll see who buzzed first. We'll bring you the mic so that you can answer. Or if someone online was the first to buzz, we'll go to the online. Okay, next slide, please. So we kind of did this already. Hopefully everybody's on the Buzz-In website. They've got their green button there ready to go. This is the code. Please write it down. If you're, well, even if you're here, if you're not here, if you get kicked out, you're going to have to come back in, put the game code back in to join. Okay, so next slide, please. There you go. All right. So please take note of that code. Next slide. We're going to ask that you use your first and last name instead of a nickname. It's going to make it easier if you win a prize for us to get a hold of you. So that would be helpful. And if you're in the room, just put an IP for in person. And then that'll help us get the mic around a little bit quicker. Okay, next slide, please. This is basically how this is going to work. There's not a lot to it. You press the buzz. We're going to get on the back computer. All the names are going to come in as the buzzing, like whoever is first will show up first. So in real time. Next slide, please. Yeah, once you buzz, you get your red button. Then what'll happen is we will go through the questions. Then the buzzer is going to have to be cleared. So our assistants in the back will clear the buzzer for the next question. Okay, so if everyone's sitting there, I can't buzz in, we'll just remind them, please clear the question, and then we can move on to the next. Okay, next slide, please. Yep, so it'll be locked and then, are we doing I'm not sure that we're doing the penalty. So we won't worry too much about that. We're here to have fun. So we're not gonna be too hard on everybody. Next slide. Okay, yeah, we've done our chat, so we're good there. So we're gonna practice the buzz-in. So if we can clear the buzzer. All right, so please buzz in if you know the name of our First Nations presenter this morning. Do we have some buzzers back there? Do we have people who buzzed in? Okay, we need to buzz. Haley? No. Sorry.
Cool.
Next. Is he online? If you're online, please, Chase, put in your answer. Yeah, you're locked now. You're gonna have to wait till the next one. Yeah. Do we have an answer from Chase? Okay, go ahead. No, sorry, no.
Next person is Morgan Banks. I know this person is online.
And Morgan's answer?
Give it a couple of seconds. It's online.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems like Morgan's gone quiet. So the last person
Okay.
we have is Daryl.
Okay, Daryl. Daryl, I can see you hiding back there. Okay. So we go to the next slide. Fellow's name was Stan Matthew. From Nanaimo. So next slide, please. So highest level certification in BC Yukon, go. Oh, clear the buzzer, please.
The buzzers are clear.
Clear again.
Refresh.
Oh. No, not working. No, they're still locked. Just hammer on that release or. No one can buzz, they're all locked, so. You could clear the buzzer. Okay, we're clear. We're clear? All right. Okay. All right. Okay, you can buzz in again. What's highest level? Okay, do we have some answers?
So the first one we have is Darren Hurst.
Online or in person?
I think he's online.
Okay,
Wait.
go ahead. Give us our answer, please, Darren.
Yes. Daryl says, what is level 4?
Correct.
And he's correct.
Okay, perfect. So we're moving along. This is working out. All right, great. Next question. This is our last test question before we go. So buzzer's clear. This gas smells like rotten eggs. Buzz in.
So the first person we have is Jeff Howe.
Okay,
He was in person.
all right.
Where's Jeff?
For the people online.
That would be H2S.
Wonderful.
Let's see. Next slide. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so I think we're ready to go here. We got a bit of time. Obviously, there's gonna be a bit of issues and we're gonna work through them as we go, but let's see. Let's see where we get. Let's have some fun. If we could go to the game board, please. So we need to come up with a way of picking a first question. How about we just, how about buzzers clear, just buzz in, whoever buzzes in first, we'll get them to pick the first question. Category and amount. Who's our first buzzer?
So we've got Cheryl Hunt, our first buzzer. Oh, yes, Bill is actually above Cheryl. Okay, I'll wait for it. I know
Okay.
he's online. I'll wait.
Oh, you're
each
Bill,
person.
he's here, Bill.
Person, wonderful.
I'll go ahead digestion for 800.
Okay,
Oh, Luke, big money.
these are the two main reasons to digest sludge. Buzz
So
in,
clearing it.
we're clearing, okay? Have we buzzed in?
We're yet to get our top three. We've got our top three and I'm
Okay.
looking the buzzers in.
All right,
Our first person is Daryl.
okay, who's Daryl in the room here? Okay, give him the mic.
No.
Okay. Okay, who's next?
The next person we have is Bill
In the room? Yep.
in the room.
To stabilize it, as in to reduce the impact on the environment and to reduce the volume.
Okay. I believe that is correct. I realize I need another computer up here. But let's see. I believe that is correct. Let's go ahead. Stabilize, that's destroying pathogens in your solids content, so I'm gonna say correct. Give Bill his 800, please. And let's clear the buzzer. And then whoever answers the question correctly, they get to select the next question and
Let's
on the
stay in the
board.
same category, 1000.
Same category, 1000. Okay. This is the target ratio between volatile acids and alkalinity in an anaerobic digester.
Bill is on it.
No. That's good. Oh, I don't know the.
Off here.
1 to 3, like volatile to alkalinity, but ours is 1 to 6. but-
Locked. The first person I have is Bill again.
I would say 1 to 3. I don't know for sure.
You're wrong this time.
No, what's the next person?
The next person is David M.
Did you put the
IP,
answer?
in person.
The answer's already up.
No, that's just on your monitor.
Oh, wow, look at the technology. Awesome. Okay,
So the next person we have is David M.
awesome.
in person.
In person.
Is it 13%?
That's
No.
wrong.
No.
The next person we have is online Morgan Banks.
We're looking for a ratio. Volatile acids to alkalinity. It's 1000, it's a hard one.
So he says 1:1, which we know is wrong. So the next person we have is Josh. I'm assuming this person is also online.
Are you in person? Okay, Josh here.
Josh is in
Yeah,
person.
microphone.
0.2 to 0.8.
You're very
Again,
close. Do you have David Gibbs here in person? If David Gibbs is online, please put your answer on the chat box. All right, we're moving on to the next person. It's Emily Kennedy, who's in person here.
Where's Emily? 0.1.
So it's
It's
a
a
ratio, so
range.
0.1 to what? There you go.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, we got one. Back to the board, you get to pick the next question.
Here. I'll do laboratory for 200.
Okay, laboratory 200. Lab test results are written on these documents. Or lab analysis results are written on these documents. Or lab data is written on these documents.
Wow, fast though.
Did everyone buzz in?
We've got our top 5. I'm locking the buzzers in. The
Okay,
first person we have is Reed. Reed in person.
I think I have the wrong answer, but I was
Yeah.
gonna say chain of custody forms.
no, that's a different one, but that's, yeah.
The
That's
next person we
samples.
have is Dan G.
Dan G.
He's in person.
What is the report?
Nope. So when you're conducting a lab analysis, you're writing down numbers, you write that on and there's a piece of paper on the clipboard.
The next person we have is Daryl.
Okay, Daryl?
Daryl.
Close,
Oh,
but we're not quite there. Who's next?
next person we have is Emily Kennedy.
All right,
A notebook?
no,
Next person we have is Cheryl
you have a piece of
Hunt.
paper and you write on it. That's getting closer.
One last person we have is Josh. I don't know if it's.
I mean, I think we can give her that. We'll go with that. It's commonly referred to. Can we go to the answer? As a bench sheet, right?
And this was
You got
Cheryl
your
Hunt.
bench sheets. Okay, so
It
you're,
goes to Cheryl Hunt?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
so you can ask the next question.
We'll do laboratory for 400,
Okay,
please, Chris.
laboratory 400. These 2 tests are conducted to calculate the sludge volume index. So to get your SVI, you need to do 2 tests. What 2 tests do you need? You get those results, you do a calculation, you've got your SVI. What 2 tests? Buzz in. We got some people?
No Googling, please.
Any buzz-ins?
We've received a couple of buzzers.
Okay.
The first one would be Reed. I assume it's in person.
Okay,
Your mixed liquor suspended solids test and your 30-minute settling test.
let's see the results. Bam. we go.
Wonderful. So that goes to Reed.
All right, good one. Reed, you get to pick the next one, please.
Let's go dewatering for 600.
Okay, dewatering. Clear the buzzers.
That's done.
Okay. This term is often used to describe the beneficial end product provided or produced from dewatering. Buzz in.
Oh, people are not waiting for the question. They're buzzing in.
All right. Okay,
So we're locking the buzzers, and the first one we have is Dan, who's in person.
Where's Dan?
Dan.
Oh, okay.
Dan Arnold.
What is biosolids?
Wonderful, he got it.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Thank
You get to select next, sir.
Let's go with preliminary treatment for 1,000.
Oh. Okay, if one of these 3 conditions are met, an influence screen should start automatically. So we're looking for 3 conditions that could start your influence screen. Buzz in.
I'm locking the buzzers. We've got top 8 now. So the first person is Josh. Are you in person?
Is Josh in person? Okay,
Level.
Oh, we need three.
we want three, sorry. Oh, did I say one of the three? Oh,
Well,
yeah, there you go.
it's the answer.
There you go. I
It's the right one.
bombed the $1,000 question. Yeah, so it was supposed to be three. So level's one, right? That's the normal one. Typically you got a timer. If it hasn't ran for 20 minutes or half an hour, it should run. And then usually you'll have kind of a backup level control. So if your primary level has failed to turn the screen on, a high level, usually a float or something will tip, and so my bad. Messed that one up. Okay, so no one got that one, so let's ask Dan to ask the next one. Or sorry. You did. It's me? Was it me? Sorry,
All right,
go ahead.
go,
That was
activated sludge for 600.
Okay. Okay, during normal flow conditions, this can be manipulated to alter the SRT in the bioreactor. So your solids retention time, what can you manipulate in your process to alter that? During normal flow, so normal day, no rain, what can you do? Buzz in. Or what is the element you can change? Right, during normal flow conditions, this can be manipulated to alter the SRT in the bioreactor. We're all buzzed in?
yes.
Okay.
I've locked the buzzers. The first one is again Josh.
Say, waste rate.
No. Nope.
Next would be Dan Arnold. Dan is in the front row.
All right.
Sorry, and I got your name wrong before I called you Lee. I apologize.
What is the return activated sludge?
Perfect.
That's correct.
He got it.
Yeah. You can. Ah. Okay. You get to select again.
Okay. Let's go for laboratory for 600.
Okay. Drying ovens should be set to this temperature for a suspended solids test in Celsius. So there's a bit of a range. It's not very big. We'll accept any of the numbers in the range. So you're cooking your TSS. Right? What should your oven be set to? We're buzzed in back there. Are we all buzzed in back there?
So we're locking in the buzzers.
Okay.
First one is Cheryl Hunt.
105.
Yes.
Did she get?
So we go 103 to 105. So there you go. Perfect.
Laboratory for 800, please.
Okay. To ensure reliable test results, this is done to labware used for a fecal coliform test. So before you do your fecal, what are you doing with your labware? Clear the buzzers, please. Okay. Buzz in, please.
So I'm locking the buzzers. We've got Allison, who's in person.
Allison,
Autoclave it?
yes. Yes, sterilizing is done in an autoclave, so sterilize, we've got our autoclave. Absolutely. Allison, please select the next question.
I'll do dewatering for 800.
Okay. To produce drier cake with a screw press, do this to the end plate gap. Anyone got any screw press experience? Buzz in. So you've got an end plate gap. What do you do? We've got some.
So we're locking
buzzers.
the buzzers in here.
Okay, great.
The first person we have is David M, who's in person here.
All right.
What is close it?
Yes. You narrow the gap. Fantastic. Next question, sir.
Dewatering for 1,000.
All right. Okay, slowing down the centrifuge scroll or the auger will have this effect on the centrate. So you're running your machine. You decide you're gonna slow down your scroll. What would happen to your centrate? Buzz in. Do we have some buzzes?
We're locking in the buzzers. The first
Right.
one is Josh again.
All right.
We'll have a cleaner centrate or more capture. Like more capture in the centrifuge, solids capture.
Okay, so we're asking what's gonna happen to the centrate. So we slow down the scroll.
Yeah, it'll get more clear.
Okay, sorry. What are-
That's
Next,
not it.
next one.
Next person we have is Bill. Say again.
It'll increase the TSS and the volume of the centrate.
Yeah, so that's correct. You're gonna have more carryover. So the longer you hold the solids in the machine, so the slower you run your scroll, you'll have a drier product, but a dirtier centrate. So if you speed that scroll up and move everything out, it's gonna come out wetter, more wet, but the centrate will be cleaner. So that's where that comes from there. So next question, please, sir.
Dewatering for 400, please.
400. Okay, the simplest form of dewatering takes advantage of this process. Going back a long time,
Oh, Bill is on it.
Bill. Okay, oh, buzzers is closed, yeah,
Yes, we're locking in
Okay.
the buzzers. The first one is Bill again.
I would say evaporation.
Absolutely. The old
Wonderful.
drying bed. You get to select again, sir,
Last one in the topic, dewatering, please.
for 200. And here you go. This chemical is widely used to help in sludge dewatering processes. That should be easy peasy. Do we have buzzes?
We've got buzzers. We're locking the buzzers in. Chris Joho is the first one here.
In person? Oliver?
Wonderful.
Absolutely. And Chris gets to select next.
Let's go. Did we do safety for 200?
Pictograms are part of the detailed program.
400.
Oh.
Safety for 200.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, buzzers are clear. Pictograms are part of this detailed program for the safe use of hazardous materials in the workplace. We have buzzes.
We're locking in the buzzers. Allison in person is the first one.
Okay. MSDSs?
No,
Next person is Dan G in person.
What is WMIS?
yes,
Wonderful.
yeah. So they're part of the WMIS program. You get to select next.
Safety for 1,000.
Okay, big money. Before entering a confined space, these two documents must be completed by a certified safety professional. We cleared the buzzers. If you heard the talk in the leadership this morning about effective rescue, you would have heard these. Are we locked in the buzzer?
Buzzer locking in. Chris
Okay.
again is the first one.
Okay,
Chris Joho.
Chris, sorry.
Is it a entry permit and the assessment, the confined space assessment?
Perfect.
halfway. No, you're halfway there. So we'll go to the next one. I'll explain in a minute.
Okay, the next
yeah,
person is
so-
Dan G.
Qualified professional, you don't have to be qualified to fill out your entry permit. Okay, so before we get there, well, yeah, next.
So it's your confined space entry permit and your confined space hazard assessment.
We're close. We're close. You said permit just like he did.
Next person we have is Bill.
Okay,
Hazard assessment and entry procedure,
There you go.
including rescue.
Wonderful.
yes, absolutely. So
Bill gets
confined
it.
space hazard assessment, confined space entry procedure. Those two have to be done before you go into space, and a qualified professional with some kind of letters after their name that make them a safety professional has to be done by them. But the permit, entry permit can be done by anyone with the confined space training. They don't have to be a professional safety person. Go ahead.
I'm going to lock the buzzers until the question is asked, and then
Okay.
I'm going to release it
Okay,
after the question is asked so that everybody gets a chance. I don't see a lot of online people getting a chance.
okay,
So we're going to do that procedure.
that
from
sounds
now on,
great.
okay?
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, you get to ask again. Bill?
Shoot, okay,
Or
I
pick.
got booted out. I'll go digestion 600, please.
Okay. Doing this after settling removes excess water from the digester.
Buzzers are open.
We've got buzzes.
We're closing the buzzer. The first
Okay.
person being Chris Droho.
All right.
Pumping the supernatant?
Yes,
Perfect.
yeah, so supernating, decanting, both acceptable. And Chris, you get to select again.
Safety 400?
Okay. A breaker trips immediately after being reset. The operator should,
Buzzer is open. I'm locking in the buzzers and Chris Droho, the first again.
all right,
You're faster at this buzzer now. Lockouts and get a qualified electrician to look at it?
Yes,
absolutely.
that is
Yeah.
correct.
So you should call an electrician. Locking it out, that's a great idea. I didn't add that in there, but you gotta call an electrician. You can't just keep resetting a breaker that's tripping. There's something wrong. So you get to select next.
It's for safety for 600?
All right. Okay, when taking mechanical equipment out of service for maintenance, refer to this document to ensure worker safety.
Buzzing open.
Buzzes in.
So buzzers are locked in. The first person we have is Daryl.
Lockout, tag out.
Okay, yep. What's your lockout procedure? So there should be a procedure for every piece of equipment you gotta work on and lock out. Before you do that, you should review your procedure.
Safety for 800.
All right, finishing up the safety. Confined space entry is covered under this part of the WorkSafe BC regulation. Apologize to the Yukon folks. But in BC, when you're doing confined space, you're looking at this part
Buzzing open.
of the regulation. We're locked in? Or do we have an issue?
I've got 4 people only in the buzzer.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
locking in.
Well,
The first one being Dan Arnold.
Dan's up front.
What is part 9?
Wow.
Yes, correct. Right on. Good one. So anything you want to know about confined space, you can open up the WorkSafe BC reg. Click on part 9. That's all in there. Yep,
Thanks to Jason's presentation earlier.
there you go.
Preliminary treatment for 800.
Okay, fog is used to represent these three nasties. What is fog? Buzz in.
Buzzing open.
Sorry.
I'm closing the bus. We've got Dan again first.
All right,
What are fats, oils, and grease?
Oh, that's
absolutely.
good.
Right on. Select again, sir.
Oh, right, me again. Let's go with digestion for 400.
Okay, this is often employed to dispose of excess methane created during anaerobic digestion.
Buzzing open. Locking the buzzers. We have Chris Rojo first this time.
All right,
What is flaring?
yes,
Perfect.
absolutely.
Preliminary treatment for 200.
Okay, the first area in a wastewater treatment plant where screens are located. What's it called?
Buzzing open. We're locking in the buzzers. Chris gets it first again.
All right,
Or the headworks.
yes,
Perfect.
perfect.
For 400, preliminary treatment.
This abrasive material is removed early in the treatment process to protect treatment plant assets.
Buzzing open. Buzzers. And Dan gets it again.
Okay,
What is grit?
and what is grit is
He's
correct.
not letting anybody win.
Preliminary treatment for 600.
Hey, these three products are often conveyed into a common bin or bins for landfill disposal.
Buzzing open.
Corn is not an answer.
Locking the buzzers. We've got Darren first.
Darren,
Darren first.
online?
Is he online? I'll check. Give us a minute. He's online, I think.
Okay. Give him a chance to answer.
So Darren says rags, plastics, and non-organics, and he says I bust too sewed.
Okay,
So the next person we have is Bill.
Bill. All right,
So grit screenings and garbage.
Almost got it.
almost. We're gonna say garbage is screenings. So,
No, I mean like plant.
oh, yeah. We're almost there. We're gonna
know.
keep going. We're gonna keep going.
All right, the next person is Chris Rojo.
Is it grit screenings and solids?
We're almost
Again,
there.
almost there.
Grits and screenings is good. We need one more.
And this one is, the next one is Reed.
There you go. There
Perfect.
you go. For Reed.
So who gets it? Do they
Reed.
care? Reed gets it.
Reed, we're gonna give it
Perfect.
to Reed.
What else is there?
So Elder Blue, I believe, are still available.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's do activated sludge for 200.
all right. Okay, this three-letter acronym is used to describe MLSS that is removed from the treatment process.
Buzzing open. Locking the buzzers. We've got Chris Droho.
WAS. WAS.
There you go, yep.
So the answer is was waste activated sludge. I'm repeating the answers for the online people so that they get to know what the
That's
answer
great.
is.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. We're clearing the buzzers.
Oh, activated sludge 400.
Okay, located near the bottom of the bioreactor, these provide air for our microorganisms.
Buzzing open. All right, we're locking the buzzers.
All
We've
right.
got Josh who's in person.
All right.
You got it. The answer is
Absolutely,
diffusers.
thank you.
Clearing the
Just a
buzzers.
few questions left.
Yeah, I'll do activated 800.
Okay. This group of bacteria are essential for phosphorus removal. You were here last session. You should be all over this.
Buzzing open. Locking the buzzers. We've got Cheryl Hunt this time.
Anaerobic bacteria?
No, we're gonna keep,
Next person we have is Chris Joho.
What are PAOs?
yes,
Perfect.
yeah, so our phosphorus accumulating organisms. So you've got, for some reason, I think we did 800 digestion, but, so you got 3 left there.
Let's do activated sludge 1000.
All right, big money. Okay. So it's another kind of ratio question, but number of kilograms of oxygen required to nitrify 1 kilogram of ammonia nitrogen. So you can either,
Buzzing open.
you can go grams to grams or milligrams to milligrams or kg to kg, but it's 1 to something. What is the something?
Locking the buzzers. We've got Josh this time.
Is it 4?
It's close. We're close.
Chris Joho.
Change my answer now if that's close.
Okay.
What is 4.5?
Very close. So the next person will get it, I'm sure.
Well, we'll see.
Here.
We'll see.
Meher, do you have a Meher in person?
Say 1.5.
No,
You went too
Nope.
far. Next person we have is Daryl.
Daryl.
4.54.
He's the $1 guy and the price is right.
And the next person we have is Dan Arnold.
What is 4.6?
Yes,
Okay.
in theory, that's what the book said. We're going with 4.6.
Okay, digestion for 200 because you got your cursor over it.
Okay. Sorry, so this is the one we already did, right? Did we do 200? No? Okay, these 2 methods of digestion are most common for domestic wastewater solids. You got a digester at your plant, it's probably one of these 2 types.
We're locking in the buzzers
Okay,
and we've got Chris Joho again this
all
time.
right,
What is aerobic and anaerobic?
there you go.
Perfect.
Yeah,
He's got it.
right on. Yeah, so last clue, for some reason, I think we did this, but. Oh, we got
31,000.
1,000. Okay, great. So using light waves and absorption to conduct analysis on constituents in water is known as.
Buzzing open. Chris is gonna win. We're locking in the buzzers. Chris Rojo gets it first.
What is spectrometry?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Spectrophotometry. But yeah, we'll give it to you. No, no. No. We'll go back. Can we check to make yeah, okay, 800 selected on here, yes, so, can we total the top three?
Yes.
So the top three will have, play, it's just a final question. And I
We'll
think,
jot down.
sorry, I didn't put an amount on this, let's call this one worth 2,000. And then, so we'll give them a couple minutes to tally the scores, we'll find out who's playing Final Jeopardy in a second.
Chris,
Yeah,
are we doing by points or the person who answered the most?
we were kind of supposed to tally the points.
Okay,
I don't know that I said that.
we need to do our math then.
Okay.
Give us a couple of minutes.
Okay. I think we got Chris and Dan. And Bill, probably, right? Oh, Josh is up there too, okay. Well, we can do top four. If they're close, that's fine.
Yeah, right.
Ready? So our finalists are Chris Rojo, Dan Arnold, and Bill. We need to know your last name, Bill.
Okay. So we'll clear the buzzer. And
The buzzers are here.
the three you can answer. Let's go, we'll bring it up. Okay, so this is the year that the BC Water and Wastewater Operators Certification Program officially became the EOCP.
All right, I'm blocking in. I've already got two
Close.
buzzers. I know the third one is the last. Don't worry, we'll give you a chance. We've got Chris Troho first.
Okay,
No, 92.
okay,
Close.
next,
Next is Dan.
2001.
okay, and
93.
okay. We're 1995, so we're giving it to Bill.
Woo!
All right, so I think Bill is over winning, right? With the 2000 from final.
No. Yes, yes, Bill gets the overall winner.
All right, congratulate Bill, Chris and Dan. Appreciate everyone showing up and joining online. We are done technically a little early, but probably better for people online anyway, be able to get out of their work on time. Would you like to say anything? No, we're good? Okay, we're wrapped up for the day. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you online and in person tomorrow. Thank you.